League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Browns, and it comes your way. Next.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Jones throw into the hands of Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he threw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Turner now, throwing on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Defensively, they came... to the game, the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
2nd and 10.
On the run, it's Bush. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Turner. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Tennessee score.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a dump off here complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Turner. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Turner throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones got an open man. It's Schwartz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Edwards. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Turner. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Turner finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here's Turner on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Back to throw. Turner. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Off the play fake, Turner. He's going deep for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Turner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Turner to throw on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bush. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Turner on first down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Russell Gage, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Let's go, Spurs.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one is caught by Hunt. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Turner. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Turner. Off play action. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Turner now off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Bush. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Turner. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios.
Touchdown! Russell Gage with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Turner.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And here's Turner on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Jones now operating from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Browns! De'Ami Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.